Hello everybody, Back in Saul here, and today we're going to be taking apart and cleaning a Pokken controller here. It's a fairly new thing. It's not that dirty. I did notice some gunk collecting in here though, just from holding it there. So that's what that buildup is on the side of controllers, is, you know, dead skin, whatever. There goes my screwdriver in the back. Luckily I've already taken out the screws there. It's just a small Phillips head. And this will come right off. So there's the back of it. There's the wires coming in. They're soldered directly to the board. So be careful with that. I do need to get my screwdriver here because we do have some more, a couple more screws in there. There we go. Got my screwdriver. So just go in there. The board is screwed onto the shell. Why? Stability, I guess. Alright. So we take those screws out. Can pull these little... There's two little boards here for the L and R, the shoulder buttons. And the board pops right out. Then you have your front shell there. There's all your buttons here. These all just pop right out. Let's do that. Here's all your start, select, etc. It's just one large rubber thing. That's looking a little dusty already, even also is what I meant to say. Alright. So your face buttons, there goes one of them, down the back. So there they go. Those are fairly easy to clean. You could just drop them in soap and water to soak, or you can scrub them yourself. I prefer scrubbing them. They're not dirty though, so I'll be leaving those alone. There's your D-pad. Also not really dirty. What I noticed was along the side here, there's some like gunk along the edge there. You can get that to focus. Right along there's some gunk. So as I was saying before, it's dead skin that collects on the edges of controllers like that. Dead skin with, you know, your oils from the skin and dust from the air. That's all it is. Let's get a cotton swab and just scrub that right off. It comes off fairly easily. I did take apart this controller before, right as soon as I got it, just because I wanted to see what was inside this. I love taking things apart like this. But yeah. So, we got that little spot cleaned up. Let's go ahead and just clean around the edge here. Got some rubbing alcohol here. Let's grab another cotton swab. And there we go. Just pop it open. Alright. Go. Oh, there was some gunk right there. Just clean around the edge. Because that's where it, you know, clamshells together. Sort of. Clamshells? That's a weird term. That's, you know, where it's held together. Can we take out this red part? This is a separate piece of plastic that comes right off. Looks like a little mustache. Little Hulk Hogan handlebar mustache. But yeah. If you're having problems with that, that pops right off. You can clean the insides of the where the buttons go. The button holders. These are looking a little dusty. You can dust them off with your hands. You can give them a little brush even. I really give them a brush. These little contact pads in the back, after, you know, years and years of wear, they're a little dull here when they're brand new. After years and years of wear, they get shiny. And what you could do is just grab like a sheet of paper, rub them across very lightly, not too rough, or you'll ruin them. But yeah, just kind of get them to that dull state again. Works wonders. Alright, so that's fine. The other contact pads are stuck on the board here. So there's your face buttons. They come off, they're just stuck. Then here's your D-pad. And then your shoulder buttons there. Alright. We've got that, you know, cleaned up there. These things pop out too, I think. Yeah, the L and R pop out as well. If you want to pop those off and give them a rinse or whatever. There you go. Mine's really not dirty, so let's do that. We'll pop this little rubber sucker back into the holes it belongs in right here. I wonder if, does this have an orientation it needs to be in? It doesn't look like it. So, do that. Whoa, my red plastic's popping out. Okay. Do that. Drop the D-pad back in. It's got some circular symmetry going on there, so it doesn't actually need a certain orientation. Let's put our face buttons in. See, our face buttons, see there's little certain cutouts around each circle. And face buttons, on most any controller you find, is gonna... all those buttons are gonna have a certain pattern on the back there. So that's gonna match up with whatever hole you're trying to put it in. So this is the B button, which goes on the bottom. See that fits in right there perfectly. Now this is the Y button, which goes on the side. Got X, goes up top, and the one I dropped behind my desk there is I put that in upside down. Way to go, me. Luckily these pop right out, and there it goes. All right, so now that we took these rubber things off, they don't stick now. They were stuck on there before, now they're not going to stick. So what you could do is just lay that on top of your buttons there, and you know, get yourself contact on there. See, this got a little this has a little slit that runs vertically. There's a piece of plastic there that runs vertically, so that does need that certain orientation to fit in there. Let me grab those buttons that fell. Alright, here we go. Got my A and X buttons back. Alright, so X button. Long side down. Now we know. No, please. Why is that not fitting? Because that's my A button. Way to go, me. There we go. A button fits in there. X button. Here we go. Long side down. Aha. Contact pad. There we go. The other pad's still stuck on the board, so we don't even need to mess with that. Put that in. Put these little boards that are soldered onto the main board back into their slots. There you go. They click nicely. Well, they don't click. They, you know, bounce back nicely. Okay. We'll put back the needed screws. Now, keep in mind, these are shorter screws. The two screws that go through the board there are shorter screws than the ones that hold the shell together. The shell is longer. The shell uses longer screws. If I can get this screw out of here. There we go. Sorry if you can hear that. Helicopter overhead. Wow. Alright, so there's that screw that holds the board down. Here's the screw that holds the shell together. See how it's longer? You don't want to mix up your screws. Keep them separate if you can. Alright. Wow, I keep dropping my screws. Okay. And there we go. Lead it with your finger if you gotta. Okay. Shell goes back on. Pretty straightforward. Oh, I forgot to put the thing back there. Alright, so the wires usually in controllers are threaded through some posts that some screw is going to run through. So here we have it running through here. There we go. See how it runs through there. So if it pulls, it'll pull. If it pulls and this thing gives, let's see if it focuses there. Alright, so if the wire pulls and this thing in here breaks, this is like the stopper part. If that breaks and gives, then it'll pull on the posts and it won't put any pressure directly on the solder points there. That's what that's for. But, let's put the shell back on. You should hear a nice little click there as it fits together. Hey. Right, then you just put your screws back on, and you got yourself a clean working Pokken controller. So, now you know how to do that. And that's going to do it for us for today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!